Hello everyone, I'm Eddie Bravo and I'm here at Belcher's MMA Club
in
Mississippi. How you doing?
Good.
And we're here to break down the Ronda Rousey incredible armbar over on Sarah Kaufman last night. And the crazy thing is it's Sunday now, the fight was last night. Friday, it's exactly what we were working on.
Yes,
the deep hook transitions to spiderweb. And before Strike Force even started, I pulled Alan to the side before it started and I said, remember what we did Friday. When you're on someone's back, you got to have options. Being on the back can't be the end of the road. It can't be. Guys are really good at defending the back. And my philosophy has always been, I've always said that I would rather be in spiderweb, aka the armbar position, than the back. In my opinion, that's the best position to be in. Ronda Rousey, that she doesn't even mess with the back. She goes right into spider web. She doesn't even hesitate. And that transition in the fight was, from, not really from the back. She could have went to the back. Get on your back real quick. She had that, get on your back. She had a tremendous takedown, judo trip, and she ended up in the mount. She didn't even have to pass the guard. So she was here, and generally, when people start turning their backs here, most people will take the back and work on a rear naked choke here, which is great. I'm not downplaying that at all. But for me personally, I would rather be in this position here, attacking the arm instead of being on the back. And the reason is, when you're on someone's back, they have their hands to defend, their shoulders, and their chin defending. So and plus you have gloves on, and if you pay attention in MMA, it's not 100% when someone's on the back. Doesn't mean the fight's over, means the guy's in trouble, but it doesn't mean the fight's over. In Ronda, she's not even messing with rear naked chokes. She's going straight to the armbar position, and in my opinion, I think not only does she have the best armbar in female MMA, but I think in the entire MMA world, her armbar is the best. She's done everybody with the armbar. I've been in her armbars personally. I've had her start in the armbar position, in the spiderweb position here, and I can't escape. It's incredible the way she takes that armbar apart. So the mastering all the deep hook transitions to spiderweb are crucial for any MMA fighter. You got to have options off the back. The back will fail you sometimes. It's not, even Marcelo Garcia, the best artist at rear naked chokes, he's the best. No one's even close to Marcelo Garcia with rear naked chokes. He had an MMA fight, he had someone's back, he couldn't finish because of the gloves. The gloves make it a lot harder to get a rear naked choke. So these deep hook transitions to spiderweb are massive. And there's quite a few. I'll get on your back really quick. Here, this position here, this is very common in MMA, where guys bashing, there's a minute left, they're trying to get the rear naked choke, the round's over, they start again, this guy starts on his feet, knocks out the guy. So it happened, Pete Williams against Semi Schilt. Pete Williams was on the mount, beating Semi Schilt's ass. The fight ended, he could have went for an armbar, Semi Schilt ends up knocking out Pete Williams next one. It happens all the time. So having the options to either go from a failed rear naked choke here to transitioning to the trunk here and going after calf cranks, going after the twister here, or being on the back here. And this is one of the most popular deep hook transitions. And I call it deep hook transition is because you're looking to hook his arm nice and deep. You're not trying to go for the arm bar here. You're trying to flip him over here, keep him on his back, and we attack from here. This position is, he doesn't have his chin and he doesn't have his shoulder to defend. He just has his grip. That's it. This is where I would rather be. This is where Ronda would rather be, right here. And you can also transition if I'm on his back and he's leg pressing here. I need that deep hook. So slowly, I will leg curl his forearm here, sit up here. Right now, this is the wrong deep hook, but then we switch it here, and now we're back to this position. He'll be defending his arm, and we attack from here. From the mount, this is the way Ronda did. She's here. Instead of going to the back, Sarah Kaufman turned to the side, and the deep hook transition is here. Deep hook, shin behind the neck, flip, and we're right here. Exactly where Ronda operates from. She takes everyone apart from here. She's not going to the back. She could have went to the back, but she's not. Because this is what pays her bills right here. It's huge. Way harder to defend. The one difference between what Ronda does and what I do, and what she does is, again, best and nobody can sit here and attack an arm better than Ronda. And all the black belts from Brazil, I'm sorry, I've never seen anybody attack the way she attacks. She kills everybody from here. Her leg positioning, the way she's controlling is amazing. The one thing that she does that I don't do is she likes to control the leg in the flip, but once she attacks, she brings this arm up here, and then she leans this way, and then she straightens out this way, which is amazing. The one thing that I do is I like to finish with controlling this leg here so that my opponent doesn't get back up on my feet. Because Sarah Kaufman did get back up, and they fought from here, and Ronda threw her back down again, which is amazing. Because when someone gets up, the toss needs to be mastered. It's like a judo throw in itself right here. Toss it. It's important. Ronda likes to attack here, which is amazing, and she ended up tapping her from the guard. She ended up attacking here and ended up getting her from the guard here with the arm bar. So, again, watch her last fight, I forget who, against Misha, or watch all her fights. If she's on your back, don't even think about defending that rear naked choke. She's gonna go right to a deep hook transition and flip this way and attack. She slides up to the wrist and then takes this angle, breaks it, and then straightens out here. I like to control the leg so my opponent isn't able to get back on top of me, and I'll finish with an arm crush here. I'll bring this leg over here, smash the arm, because at this point, the last thing he wants to do is straighten out his arm. He's doing everything he can to keep his arm bent. If I throw an arm crush on top, now that's all he wants to do is straighten out his arm. And either I'm going to tap him with the arm crush, or the arm's going to slip out, and I'm going to take the arm here without letting go of these legs, and I'm taking that arm bar with just one arm. That's the arm crush to the arm bar. Again, that's just my personal preference. Obviously, Ronda Rousey knows what she's doing, and she's incredible at that arm bar, and I don't see anybody stopping her soon. I mean, it's going to be interesting how Cyborg tries to defend that, but huge, massive props to Ronda and what she's doing for women's MMA. Now there's a big turn. Before, people were thinking that there was no room for women's MMA. We have enough men fighting in all these light divisions. Men, I've loved women's MMA from day one. I think it's a beautiful thing when a woman knows how to fight. She's got the technique down. And when a woman like Ronda Rousey can strike, can throw, can submit, I think it's a beautiful thing when a girl like that can beat a grown man. Because if you don't train, even if you do train, you know, girls like Cyborg and Ronda and Sarah Kaufman and Misha Tate, I think it's badass that, you know, a woman could beat up a man. I'm just fascinated with that. And even Dana's starting to see the value in women's MMA. And personally, I think, I may be insane, but I think that Cyborg versus Ronda Rousey can be the biggest MMA pay-per-view event ever, because every guy's gonna want to see it. Every dude is gonna want to see Cyborg versus MMA, and every chick is gonna want to see it too. Most chicks. My grandma's gonna want to see it. My aunts, my cousins, little 8-year-old girls are gonna want to see Cyborg and and Ronda. Think about those pay-per-view numbers. I think it could be astronomical. You know, Cyborg and Ronda will bring an audience that Machida versus Shogun can't. You know, so that's just my opinion. If they want to keep the girls in Strikeforce, that's awesome too. Nothing wrong with Strikeforce, Showtime, that's a beautiful thing. But I think Cyborg, Ronda Rousey can be the biggest pay-per-view event ever.
My girls will be watching.
Thank you very much for watching. That was just my little breakdown of Ronda Rousey. For Alan Belcher and his MMA club here in Mississippi, come on down. This is an amazing spot. You're going to be blown, you know. So thank you very much, and I'll see you next time on one of my breakdowns.